Hey, what's up, guys? The prototype of Sonic 1 surprised the world with its release January 1st, 2021.
Okay, so starting off, we have the standard Sega logo screen instead of the singing Sega logo. And the title screen looks exactly the same as far as I know. I'll just let the demo sequence show a little bit here. You can see right away in Green Hill that the flowers have a different color in the center, and Sonic's AI is absolutely terrible for these demo sequences. Every other stage that's shown is a special stage, so I'll cut that short in a moment because it goes on a really long time and there's just not much to see. I think the stage layout is different in the special stages, but besides that, there's just really nothing to see here. So I'll cut short the demo of the special stages and I'll just let it show the 2D stages before I start playing. So Marble Zone has the famous Ufos in the sky, which were famously seen in some screenshots and also a cameo appearance in that movie, Wayne's World. So it's going to go to the special stage again, and I'll cut it short again, and then it'll show the final demo of a 2D stage that it shows, and then I'll start playing. Sparkling Zone. This is Spring Yard Zone, of course. It has the most dramatic changes of all stages in the prototype here. And that's all that there is to see in the demo. So I'm just going to have another sip of green tea, and I'm going to start playing here. All right. So one thing I can show right away is the pause screen is different. Oh, here's this from the early screenshots. Nobody knew if this was really implemented in gameplay or not, or if it was just in mock-up screenshots. But there it is. So, all right, let me show the pause screen real quick. What a great game. You get into the flow of playing it. All right, but let me show the pause screen. So, obviously the biggest difference here from the release version is that the music continues during the pause. And I haven't put in any codes, but if I press the buttons, there are functions that we would normally see from the debug mode. So here's button C does a frame by frame. Then let's see, I think B does slow motion, yep. And then A will actually restart the game. So it's just acting like debug mode is always put in, even when it's not. But also you can actually put in the stage select code and the debug code. And then there is more of a debug mode, even though, oh man, I just fell through the ground. But yeah, you can put in debug mode to have a more complete debug mode, even though it's kind of halfway implemented all the time here. Now let's see if I can do anything else with that giant ball. There's not a whole lot to really do with these things. Ironically, you know, people have been wondering for decades about all these lost elements of gameplay, and there's just not a real lot to actually really see. It's awesome to see what's here, but people's imagination was completely beyond what's actually here. So I'll just play through. I'm actually going to try to play through pretty quickly. I haven't played this much, just the tiniest bit. I was planning on playing this. Oh, there's a difference. You get an extra life for every 50 rings instead of every 100 rings. So that's kind of a cool, interesting difference. Oh, and I think these enemies here are a different color. The dragonfly type enemies, I think, yeah, right there. They're not usually pink like the flowers. They usually have some different color, slightly different. I'm not even sure what it is exactly. So another huge difference, you don't get the giant ring to jump into. That was a glitch right there. Oh, and then he's got this jumping pose, which I think is great, actually. When you beat the game, I haven't beaten the prototype, but when you beat the final version of Sonic 1, there's a full screenshot of Sonic doing that, jumping with his fist in the air. And then over here in the prototype, the end of the stage screen is kind of like it's kind of like a preview of that final screen when you beat the game. So I think that's awesome. I imagine it was probably cut because people didn't think it was cool enough to keep in. Now, I was playing this the other day just a little bit. I started doing a recording and then I deleted it. It wasn't really coming out great. So I don't think you can jump up there, though. I'm trying to show this. There doesn't seem to be any way to actually jump up to the top of this unless I just haven't gotten it down yet. But in the released version, I think there are a couple of floating platforms or something. I think it's set up in a way that you can get up there a lot more easily, if at all, because I'm not sure if you really can right here. Let me see if I go all the way back. Now, I don't know if the controls are any different for Sonic. I don't think so, but it's possible. Like, that seems like a surprising lack of momentum built up, but hey, it might just be the lack of the platforms. And I just haven't really played Sonic 1 for forever. I was starting to say that I was planning on... Oh man, I didn't see that. Planning on playing the prototype earlier this year. But my Mac was basically down for most of the year, so that's the main reason I never got around to it. And I did want to play through this game in the same year that it came out. The prototype, that is. I wanted to play through the prototype in 2021, so even though it's the end of the year, I wanted to make sure that I got this in the same year that it was released. So here we are. Yeah, the reason I deleted my first partial playthrough the other day was mainly it wasn't flowing really great. The gameplay, I mean, I really haven't played Sonic 1 for probably a handful of years. Of the series, my favorite has always been Sonic 2, so over the last several years, I've played hacks of Sonic 2 more than I've played anything else in the classic series. So that could be largely the reason that my first time sitting down with this a few days ago, I got to the prototype of Springyard Zone, but I was just feeling like I had taken forever to get there, and just the whole Let's Play just wasn't really flowing, and I'd only gotten to Springyard, so I just decided to delete it and start over when I could hopefully have a better flow for gameplay and for commentary. I mean, I was stuck a lot. I was just getting stuck a lot. Not stuck in the sense that I couldn't get past it a certain point, but stuck in the sense that I was dying a few times in Green Hill Zone, which is just ridiculous. who dies a lot when they're playing Sonic 1. I mean, it's been forever. It's been several years since I've played, so that's the answer, but it just seemed a little bit too ridiculous. Now, I always love this boss fight right here. This is also the last glimpse of Green Hill Zone, so check out the sparkling water. I always thought it was the most beautiful zone in the whole classic series. Sonic Team was well known that they spent the most time creating this zone out of all the zones in the game. So it makes sense that it's the most beautiful zone. Now, I think that enemy was also a different pink color. Now, the UFOs, people used to wonder if they were enemies or if they were platforms, and the answer is neither. You can't hit them no matter what. You can never touch them. I'm trying to show that right here. Like, that's the closest you can get to touching them. You kind of push up the whole layer of the sky when you jump up that high. So that's the mildly disappointing answer to the age-old question. If they were enemies and or platforms. Nope, they're neither. So again, people's imagination, the last several decades, the last 30 years basically, people's imagination went a lot farther with these lost elements, a lot farther than the actual prototype with these elements in it. So it's mildly disappointing, but it's also just, it's clarity, you know, which is what people always wanted to understand, the clarity of it. So here it is. Yeah, I was also dying a lot in this zone too, so yeah, it was a lame Let's Play. But I have not, oh man, what's up with the controls right there? No, this little part here is different right there. That's not the same as in the final version, I'm pretty sure. I really don't remember that. I played Sonic 1 for many years. So even though, I mean, let me explain. I got my Genesis with Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 for free included. I bought it in early 1993, so I caught really the very best promotion of all for buying the console. That it still had Sonic 1 packed in. It was basically the Sonic 1 package, but then there was a free mail-away voucher for Sonic 2. So I put many years into playing this. So when I say I haven't played in the last several years, the context is I poured many, many years into it before that. So I'm very familiar with Sonic 1, even without playing in the last handful of years. And that does not seem like something that was in the final game either. So there's a lot of little details like that. Oh, this is something I realized when I was playing the other day. This is the prototype version of that barrel in Sonic 3 that everybody hates. But what's amazing is that one reason people hate it in Sonic 3 is because there was never any indication of what to do. There was never any example before that point in Sonic 3. But what's amazing is that there was, right here in the prototype, but it was just cut out of the final release. So if it had not been cut from the final version of Sonic 1, then Sonic 1 would have been the context to understand it in Sonic 3. And it just would have cut out people's particular criticism of it. Now, I was looking at this when I was playing the other day. It seemed like, I thought maybe the lava doesn't come after you, but it just, it does, but it seems to have like a, I don't know what it is exactly. It seems slower, or it's triggered more slowly or something. That's not, I don't know. It's hard to put my finger on it, but yeah. I think these platforms are different too. I'm not 100%, but I don't think this is in the final version like this exactly. Oh no. All right, that's me being a little bit rusty. Also, I can't blame it too much, but the D-pad on my computer gamepad here, the D-pad is a little bit stiff. So there's the tiniest bit of looseness in the controls, just because the D-pad on my gamepad is just the tiniest bit looser than what I was always used to with an actual Sega controller. So basically, I just have to press the D-pad a little bit hard, which is perfectly fine. But there is that slight element of messing me up once in a while with the D-pad. So here again, you can see that you can never reach the UFOs no matter what. It's right there, but it just raises up the whole level. The whole level in the sky that the UFOs are part of. I remember when I first saw this in Sonic 1, I thought this was amazing, like being able to burrow into the ground. Sonic 1 was so amazing at the time. It's so funny because with a modern perspective, people are mostly negative about this game. I mean, even compared to Sonic 2, Sonic 2 is just so much faster and so much more fun and everything. Oh man. Okay. Now, nobody ever thought that the prototype of Sonic 1 was ever going to turn up, ever. So that's the main reason that this is so exciting. Is this part a little bit different too, I think? Wait, what's... Okay, is there a way to go through that? Oh, cool. I think what everybody had always heard is that, oh, look at that, the spring goes right into the UFO and you still can't reach it. It's the perfect demonstration of how that works right there. Oh, and then they're behind the wall. That's pretty cool. Now, in the final game, I think you can run off screen, can't you? At the end? Oh, look, there's 2 frames of animation when he jumps up. He raises his eyes in his hand. I didn't really notice that before. All right. So yeah, just compared to the later titles in the series, Sonic 1 is definitely the most slow-paced of the classic series, so... Oh man, I got crushed by the block. And it's funny to see those little Robotnik monitor things. I don't know why they were there in the lava. With the release version, when you do debug mode, you can see those Robotnik monitor screens here and there. But I never knew what exactly the rhyme or reason is behind that. I mean, like I died in the lava. I mean, I died being crushed in the lava, and then it showed the Robotnik faces in the lava. So, what does that mean? Oh no, I got crushed. And Sonic 1 definitely takes the most kind of careful, slow-paced gameplay out of the classic series, regardless of the prototype status here. So I think that was why I was messing up the first time I tried sitting down with this a few days ago. I was just trying to play too fast, basically. But here in Marble Zone, you definitely need to take your time and do things carefully. Oh man, I was trying to spin, obviously. So nobody ever expected the prototype of Sonic 1 to turn up. I think everybody had heard the story that the prototype was probably saved onto some computer back in '91, and it was completely lost after that. Now this is the same as the final game right there. You have to wait for the second shot upwards to jump forward. So I don't think anybody in the world expected the prototype to ever turn up, because we had heard for 30 years that it was just lost in the sands of time, basically. Saved onto somebody's computer 30 years ago and just lost from that point on. I don't think those fireballs are in the final version of the game. I don't think those fireballs are the same. Right there. Unless I'm just not remembering, because I just haven't played the final version for some years. But it never turned up, and it was just very easy to believe that it was just lost forever, because for one thing, the final version was obviously built on the prototype, so if they had just... oh no, you can't jump up there, can you? See, what are those Robotnik faces doing in the lava? Okay, this is kind of how my first Let's Play dragged on too much. And then also, just the existence of the third act in each zone, it really does feel like such a drag after the two zones, the 2 acts per zone in the rest of the series. It's just automatically kind of a drag to go through 3 per zone here. But anyway, everybody thought it was just lost forever, because it's very believable that it would be lost forever if it was just saved onto someone's computer. Oh, the Sonic 3 barrel again? Yes. I think that's amazing that it's here in Sonic 1. Everyone's been hating it in Sonic 3, complaining about it all these years. It was originally here in the prototype of Sonic 1. And then that would have been a good context for the barrel in Sonic 3. But anyways, yeah, it was easy to believe it was lost forever. Whether it was just not saved as a prototype when Sonic Team was building the final version of Sonic 1 on top of this, that's easy to believe. Also, it could have been saved as a prototype on someone's computer, and the computer could have just been thrown away 30 years ago. So that was how I was always thinking of it, and probably how most people were always thinking of it, that the prototype was just lost forever, whether just for not being saved when they built on top of it, or possibly being saved onto a computer that could have been thrown into a dumpster 30 years ago. Oh no, all right, that's the D-pad getting me a little bit. I just have to press the D-pad a little bit harder than I'm used to, but that's fine. So it was truly a huge surprise for this to show up. This was released January 1st, 2021, and just an amazing surprise. nobody thought that this prototype really existed anymore. So definitely wanted to play through it, make a recording out of it. Now, I don't think there's a lot of information known behind how it was found. I showed the little bit of writing about it at the very start of this video here, which is all the information that I know about it. And it just says, the little bit written on sonicretro.com just says that, wait, is it .com or .org? I'm not sure, but the little written blurb on Sonic Retro, it just says that the prototype was found on a cartridge. So I don't think anybody really knows beyond that exactly where the old cartridge was found, how or where, etc. And that's fine. I hope we do learn more about the background of how this was found someday. But I just want to point out that since we don't know a lot of information of the context of how this prototype was found, doesn't that sink normally? Doesn't that stone normally sink down in the final version? Anyways, though, without knowing information about how it was found, I just got to say that I don't think I don't think anybody can be 100% sure that this is the real prototype, and there's no particular reason to doubt it. Oh, this is where I got stuck the other time I was playing this. Okay, now let's see. There's literally no way to get through this point here, unless I just didn't see it the other day, but I really don't think so. So let me just say, though, let me just get that out, that there's no particular reason to doubt that this is authentic. And the world does seem to believe that this is the authentic prototype. Okay, but I can't get through there. So let me actually do stage select. Actually, no, I should have done debug mode. Let me do that. Let me restart again and do debug mode. That's a debug mode function. Up C, down C, left C, right C, hold down A, C, start, I hope. The gamepad is different from a Sega controller. Up C, down C, left C, right C, hold down A, C, start. Okay. Hold down A, C, start. Okay, see the numbers and the score up there? That shows that this is in debug mode. And let's just give it a shot. Frame by frame, slow motion. Oh, you know what it is? You have to press B while you're playing, I think. Yeah, that's so weird. But since I can't get through that spot, I might as well just fly through it. Like, I mean, what am I going to do? The board is not legitimately playable all the way through, so anyways, the lack of, oh, this is zone 3 and there's no boss. Okay. Huh. I was expecting the classic boss fight. Look at his frames of animation. Look at how he raises his fist and raises his eyes. It's so cute. Yeah, so it's just a lack of context that I think makes this about 99% convincing that this is a genuine prototype. I think we need 100%. I mean, I think to be 100% convinced, we would need more information on how this prototype was really found, how and where and why and everything. I don't think this is how the stage usually starts, though. Look at this. I always loved Springyard Zone. I don't remember being launched out of the window of the playfield at the start of the stage like that. So this is definitely the most dramatically different zone out of all of them. The whole background's totally different. This thing here is absolutely different. It's definitely not in the final version of the game. Even that cope, I mean, I'm talking about this spinning enemy is not in the final version. Even the cope in the background has different colors to it, I'm pretty sure, compared to the final game. Different signs in the background. I assume that's Japanese right there. Now, the sparkles in the background are interesting because people used to wonder. Well, let me just finish spitting out what I was saying though. I don't think we can be 100% sure that this is a genuine prototype. I think we could be about 99% sure. We have no reason to doubt it. But without having a clear context of what exactly happened behind how this was found and where, by whom, I don't think we can consider it 100% conclusive that this is a genuine prototype. We can consider it 99% sure, but I just wanted to go to the left and see if there was anything over there. No, there's not. And look at this guy here is like a purple color instead of that pink color that I pointed out before. So yeah, I'm just considering it about 99% authentic. 99% certainty, basically. Now, this doesn't appear to be doing anything, that button right there. So I just hope someday the greater context comes out for how it was found. I mean, you know, was it found in a cardboard box full of old development Genesis cartridges maybe? Or was it found on some old computer? I mean, the actual story behind how it was found could be almost anything. Like somebody could have found an old computer in someone's basement, or, oh God, you know, it could have been an old computer in someone's basement, or could have been sitting in a warehouse somewhere, maybe in an old Sega office, maybe. I mean, you know, it could have been almost anything and everything for the context of how this was found. The guy who found it, did he just buy some mystery cartridges? Oh God, I was jumping away from those projectiles. You know, the guy could have just bought 100 mystery carts online maybe, and this could have been one of them. You know, there could be a great story behind it, how it was found, or maybe not at all. I mean, somebody could have even found an old computer in a landfill and found this on it. So I would like to know the story behind it, whether it's a good story or not. But yeah, that's what it would take to really consider this 100% established as a genuine prototype in my eyes. So I'll just consider it 99% authentic until that point. And another reason I say this, though, is because before this was found, the idea of fraudulent Sonic 1 prototypes is not something I made up. It actually happened a handful of times. And I'm going to need to drink some tea in a second. My throat is getting all dried out. Now, the music does continue, but I might end up cutting out the pause screen because I do need to get more tea now and then. So, 1 second. So basically, if the pause screen music, in my in my video, if the pause screen music is broken, that's because I chopped out the pause screen while I was getting tea. You know, just to be clear on the prototype here, the pause screen music does continue uninterrupted. Now, didn't I just come from the top right there? So, wait, I guess not. Oh, look at that screen, it says goodbye. Oh, God. I've never died so much in my life on those blocks in Spring Yard Zone. So yeah, just hoping that the full story comes out someday. And people did create a handful of fraudulent finds of the prototype over the years, both for mock-up screenshots that people just made fake screenshots of the prototype, basically, just to pretend that they had found the prototype. So people have done that over the years, but also people have even created hacks of Sonic 1 specifically just to pretend it was the prototype. Oh no! I don't want to die. I'm on my last life here. Not that it really matters. I'm playing through the prototype either way. Look at the signs in the background. One says go, go, and the other one says goodbye. What is that about? I wonder if it's goodbye for Sonic dying on the blocks here. I don't know. So people have made fraudulent screenshots and even fraudulent hack versions that were falsely presented as the prototype. So it's absolutely happened. These seem faster than in the final version, don't they? Yeah, they do. What the heck? Oh my god. Yeah, these were definitely cut out because they were too difficult. Wow. So yeah, the idea of fake prototypes of Sonic 1 is established in factual history. So that's the other big reason that I think we should have a 1% uncertainty about the authenticity here until we learn more about the background of how it was found. All right. Yeah, he can't go off the screen. That's wild. All right, my tea's gone cold, so I'm going to pause and be right back. Actually, here's a good way to do it because there's no music to break. So if I chop out the pause screen, it won't break the music. Awesome. I'll be right back. I need to go heat up the tea and I'll go get some. All right. When I was heating up my tea, I thought of a third reason that is that the normal stage progression? Man, I'm showing how I haven't played Sonic 1 in so many years. No, that's not right. I mean, Labyrinth would normally come before Starlight. I'm not sure exactly where Labyrinth Zone would normally go in relation to Spring Yard. But I do feel about 100% sure that, oh man, that Labyrinth does come. Oh, I just died on the top of the screen. Oh, that's so weird. I wonder if Sonic's sprite looped around to the bottom of the screen. It must have, right? But anyways, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure, I'm quite sure this is normally the second to last zone, and then it would go to Scrap Brain Zone. Oh, I love Starlight. Oh man. Now, for however plain it looks in the backgrounds and stuff, people need to understand that this was amazing graphics in 1991. So the plainness that we see now with modern eyes, people didn't see that in 1991. It's still a really cool background and everything, but oh man. See, this is where a spin dash would make all the difference, but that's fine. Yeah, still a really cool city background. This part looks a little plain, right? You know, you're looking at bricks in the walls. Kind of plain looking, but for 91, this was extremely detailed and incredible looking at the time. It did not look plain how it does now. I mean, it looks plain. It's bricks. It looks really plain right now, but that looked amazing at the time. Oh God. Let's see if the song is the same. Yeah, so oh look, the stage progression is all different here too, compared to the actual gameplay. So if this was the order of the zones, then the gameplay skipped over Labyrinth, and then it did Sparkling, and then it did Starlight. So even in the prototype, it was all out of order. And why? Look at the right side. Why does it have an X next to stage 1 and stage 2 and stage 3? Wonder what that means. But anyway, oh, I don't have debug mode activated, but that's fine. It was really only to get through the unbeatable section of Marble Zone. I was starting to say, one more reason to possibly question the authenticity here, the very tiniest amount, is, oh my God, he dies at the top of the screen. That's absurd. But yeah, you know, by the way, I'm pretty sure the stars are a little bit differently colored in the final version, as well as the cityscape being a little bit differently colored. But anyways, that third reason to slightly doubt the authenticity of this as a prototype, for real, is because, I mean, I've already said people have made fraudulent claims to finding the prototype. They've made false screenshot mock-ups, and they've even made false hack versions of Sonic 1 to pretend that they found the prototype. Now, what, is there nowhere to go? That's definitely not part of the final game, that you miss a platform and then you can't go anywhere. All right, so yeah, I said people have made false versions of the prototype over the years. That's one reason to slightly doubt things. And then also I mentioned that we don't really know much of the backstory behind how this was found. So those are the reasons I've mentioned so far to just slightly doubt this the tiniest amount. But then another reason, a third reason, is that if somebody, oh my God, if somebody was going to make a really elaborate hack of Sonic 1 to pass it off as the prototype, this just fits really well for what that project would turn out as, because, I mean, like, for one thing, the music is all the same. So if somebody was going to make a fake hack, I should say, make a hack to pretend to be the prototype, the easiest way to deal with the music would be just to leave the music all the same. So that's, that's part of it. And also the fact that all of the mysterious prototype elements that people were wondering about for 30 years, this prototype really has all of the prototype elements. Oh my God. But nothing more, basically, is what I'm trying to say. There's no surprises here. Now that I'm thinking about this as I'm explaining it, this might not actually have every single detail that people have seen from old prototypes. Maybe not every single thing that people have seen from old screenshots and stuff like that. But this has almost everything that people knew about as lost elements in the prototype. So this just includes basically everything that people knew about the prototype, but without any surprises, without any unknown elements here. Everything that's here were lost elements that people knew about, so that could be interpreted, as an elaborate hack, possibly. I mean, because if the music was different, that could be a sign of its authenticity. Or, oh, look at the sign is on the wrong layer. Yeah, if the music was different, or if there were surprise elements that people didn't know about. Now, that was really weird. It just reset, which is fine. Maybe that's what the X means at the end of the label during the stage select. But, yeah, it's just no surprise elements, and it's just everything that people knew about as lost elements. So it could be interpreted as a really elaborate hack that just incorporated all of those famous lost elements, but without adding any more surprises or any other lost elements that people didn't know about. So, that doesn't indicate that it's fake, but if there were some unknown elements, that would have helped validate the authenticity, I think. More than just including all of the famous lost elements and no surprises at all. That could be interpreted certain ways. So yeah, those are the reasons that I think we should keep a slight bit of skepticism here. I think we should consider this about 99% validated as authentic, but can't be 100%. Oh, here's a fourth reason. I don't believe that anybody from Sonic Team ever acknowledged this here. So that's not something that anyone needs to do. Yuji Naka and everyone else from Sonic Team, they're not obligated to really address the fact that somebody apparently found their old prototype. So they're not obligated to address that. But if they did address it, and if they did validate that this is their old prototype, then that would just obviously really help validate the authenticity. If somebody spoke up and said, oh yeah, I remember that old build of Sonic 1. So those are the handful of reasons to slightly be skeptical, just the tiniest bit. Not that we should be overly skeptical, because we shouldn't. But I think we should be about 99% certain that this is authentic. But I don't think it could be 100%. So let's see if I can get debug mode going again here. Yes, okay. because I'm not really sure what's going on with these certain parts of the stage. See, in Sonic 2, if you hold forward, you can gain speed, but not in Sonic 1. Sonic 1, you can only gain speed by rolling in a ball. I greatly prefer it in Sonic 2 that you can gain speed running forward. I think it has a great feeling to it. Like right here, he's obviously not catching speed right there. I think these cones are a different color in the final version. Aren't they orange normally, I think? Okay, what's going on here? There's just nowhere to go from here. So yeah, it's definitely the unfinished prototype. Seemingly. All right, so, oh wow. Yeah, okay, so the X at the end of this, the X at the end of the stage select name apparently means you can't really legitimately finish the stage. Interesting. Got debug mode activated again, in case I need it. Oh man, what happened? What even just happened? I don't even know. Let me go see that again. I mean, it's like it's like I have to go slower not to mess it up, I guess. Let's just try running down here. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's so nice. I am pretty sure that's not in the final game whatsoever. I don't think you can ever run straight downward anywhere in the classic series. I love that. Yeah, that's great. Even though he can't pick up speed with the Sonic 1 controls and physics. Oh, that's so cool. I've never run flat downward like that in any classic Sonic game. I just love that. I wish they kept that in the final game. Oh, I love that. Like, I don't think there's just any place in any stage that Sonic even has the chance to do that in the final versions of the games in the classic series. Like, Spring Yard has the vertical drops down, but what? Look at this! Oh my god, it's so crazy. What? He just fell through the bottom and through the top. Wow. It's so weird. I mean, now I just want to run around on the bottom again, though, if I could. Well, okay. Yeah, so Spring Yard has the vertical drops, but you don't have a chance to run vertically down like this. In Spring Yard, you only have the choice of falling downward vertically or jumping downward vertically. I love that. So yeah, is this where I landed first? All right, enough of this craziness. Let me let me get out of here. I wonder if this has the boss fight. Nope. This is where it would normally be. All right, I'll just fly around a little bit more and get out of here. I do like these stars. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's a different color from the final game, but they look awesome. All right, so wait, what's going on? I wasn't trying to do that. Okay, let's see. I've already been through Spring Yard. Guess I have to warp to Labyrinth since it never brought me there. Oh, look at that weird background. What is that supposed to be showing? Wait, what are those things in the background? Are those crystals or are those rays of light? I really don't know. Also, I don't know why this was changing items because I wasn't really trying to do that. Let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah, debug just works differently here in the prototype. You press B during normal gameplay, and then you can press A to change it. Oh, you can do that too. Okay, let's see. All right. I think those are rays of light in the background, aren't they? Man, that's weird. Those are like placeholder background artwork. Like it's just so clearly unfinished. I wonder if there's water in this stage. Now, people hate on Labyrinth Zone a lot nowadays, but I never minded it. It is a slower paced zone, but so what? I mean, the context of the entire series is the Mario series, so coming from the Mario games on NES, being pretty thoroughly slow-paced games, I did not mind the slower-paced areas in Sonic 1. All right. That black ring is so weird. I was just curious if I could run on the ground again. Man, those are so weird in the background. All right, so let's... wait, what's going on here? I'm going upwards. I wonder if I can make a signpost and win. Is that a signpost? No. All right, anyways. I always liked Labyrinth Zone. So let's see if there's water. So yeah, they were slow-paced stages, but the world was coming from the context of the NES Mario series, where it was all pretty slow-paced. So I just never minded the slightly more slow-paced areas. Because even in Labyrinth Zone, there were still some fast sections where the water current would take you real quick for a moment. I mean, so even the slow-paced areas were still, faster than anything I had ever grown up with on NES with Mario. Da-da-da-da. Great song, too, for Labyrinth Zone. Oh, look, I could copy the black rings. I wonder if you can collect it. So weird. All right, I guess that's all there is to see with Labyrinth Zone, unfortunately. I'm moving downwards, I think, just to see if there's anything else. Nope. All right, so let's go back and warp to, what was it called? Clockwork Zone? Be in the final zone of the game. Let's see, I did everything, right? That's it. Clockwork Zone. They didn't program a W into the into the ROM yet. So all the music seeming the same. It's fine, but it just... Oh, I don't have debug here. Wait. Well, I'm stuck here. I thought I did have debug activated. Well, let's try again. Here we go. Oh man. Yeah, this is completely unfinished and buggy. Wow, look at this craziness. I'm glad I could run through it though, run and jump through it. But since all the music is the same as the final version, that just makes everything feel mostly the same as the final version, whereas the Sonic 2 prototypes, the two famous Sonic 2 prototypes, have different music, and it makes a completely different feeling for playing the prototypes of Sonic 2. The Nick Arcade prototype has music from Sonic 1 in it, which completely changes the feeling. And then, wait, I'm moving forward, by the way. I'm just not seeing anything here. Yeah, okay. But then the Simon Y prototype has some different music, different versions of the songs in Sonic 2, so that gives it a whole different feeling as well, including some of the stages being dramatically different with that different music in the Simon Y prototype. So, oh man, I was trying to do stage select again. All right, that's as far as we can see for Act 1. Here's Act 2. Oh wow, look at this. They just wanted to really show off their idea for transport machines. It's kind of funny. Like, just showing just the doorway, it's funny. So there's less and less to see here. So yeah, the famous prototypes of Sonic 2 are just a lot more dramatically different from the final product. So playing those prototypes is a more dramatically different experience from the final game. You know, whereas here the same music just makes it feel much more the same as the final version. Still awesome to see through the prototype here though. This is sweet. All right. Got one more act in Scrap Brain. Now the X at the end of the name right there probably means that we can't legitimately complete the stage. Oh, I can't even choose it. Okay, okay. I guess that really leaves the special stage as the only thing left to see. I did not do debug mode just now. I don't know if there's even going to be... Oh wait, it's not turning. What's going on? What? Why is the board not turning? Oh, that's so weird. Wasn't it turning at first when I first got in here? Okay, well, let's try that with debug mode. Oh, debug doesn't work here. Oh, wow, okay. Wait, so it's turning a little bit. What's going on? If I hit those things, is it going to turn more? Like, what's going on that it's not turning? Oh, this is so weird. It's turning so slow. And before it really did stop turning. All right, I don't mind it turning more slowly. But you literally can't play it if it's not going to turn at all. So, seeing how unfinished the rest of the game is, I would guess that there's probably not much that I can really do here. Normally, the goal markers there would end the stage, end the gameplay. I'm not sure why it reversed the direction it's turning. I didn't see like a marker that would do that, but I don't know. Well, what a boring wrap up to this Let's Play. Oh, look, they're just solid red. That's weird. I wish I could do debug mode here and just make sure I see everything that's here. Is that the Chaos Emerald? That green block? Okay. Oh, you know what? Was I just changing the rotation of it? Wait, what? Oh my god, pressing B. Oh my god, what? Oh, that's so weird. Holding down B was speeding it up. That is the most unexpected thing ever. I'm holding B and it's making it spin like crazy. Wow. And then, okay, so the down marker is making it change direction. And so is this here. Oh man, look at this! Ah! If you spin fast enough, you can't ever land on anything. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, so this is absolutely just prototype version of the stage. Now what? Wow, it's unplayable. This is such a mess. It's beautiful though, look at that. Yeah, I really wish I could do debug mode though. Let me try that again. Okay, there's no debug mode, so that's really all there is to see here. Huh. Well. Wish there was more to show at the end of this Let's Play, but this is really it. What a boring conclusion to a Let's Play. I'll just make it look really beautiful and spin as fast as possible, because I do love this. I mean, I love the visual of it. Absolutely unplayable, of course. Man, look at how fast it's going. Is it still going faster and faster? Wow, look at this. Oh my god, I love it. I'm pressing to the right to see if I can do anything. Seems like it's the craziest yet, but that's really as far as it goes. Man, I love the visuals here, though. You could absolutely not do this in the final version of the game. Wow, what is going on? All right. Oh, you know what? In the final version, it does do that when you hit one of the goal markers. When it wraps up. Actually, when you get a Chaos Emerald or hit one of the goal markers, it does do that insanely fast spin, but you only see it for like a half a second normally. It's not something that you'd be floating around like this inside. All right, I'll just get it going as fast as possible again, and then I'll just end. I wish there was more to show in the prototype, but at least this looks awesome. Wow. It's so fast you can't even see what's spinning around. Like, you can't even tell what the stage design is. It's going so fast. Awesome. Up C, down C, left C, right C, hold down A, C, start. All right, I just wanted to try real quick. What would happen if I use debug mode to go up to the UFOs in Marble Zone? Let's check it out. I thought of this after I was done recording and done playing a second ago. All right. Oh, you still can't go past him. Oh, you kind of can. Oh, and then you die? Oh, that's bizarre. What? Wait, so are they enemies after all? That is so weird. Let's get some rings. Oh my god. Oh wait, is it the whole, like, section of the sky that kills you? It seems like it's the layer of the sky that kills you. Oh, what? Oh, this is so weird. I'm pressing down. Huh. Yeah, surprisingly, you can get up here with debug mode, and then surprisingly, you die right away. So here, there's no UFOs. What? Oh, this is the weirdest thing. So, like, if I put him on a UFO, he gets hurt. Wait, why does he die like that, though? Like, why doesn't he just get hit and lose some rings? What's going on? See, no UFOs touching, and it destroys the, whatever you call that, screen scrolling. But then if let's see, if I go up a little higher without touching it, what exactly is happening here? Is it the layer of sky that's killing me, or is it the actual UFOs? how could I even try to distinguish this? Okay, here there's no UFOs touching. But is it the layer of the sky that's killing him? Huh. So it's not like they're actually... I don't think they're actually objects that are killing Sonic. I don't think. No, it's the layer of the sky, I think, that kills him. Huh. How about that? Dude, what is going on? I still can't tell exactly what's going on up there. Okay, so if you go slightly below, it just breaks the scrolling of the screen. Then if you go in this layer, oh, what? All right, I'm definitely breaking the scrolling of the screen. See, at first it would seem like, oh, I didn't do debug mode, okay. Thought I did. I might have actually, it might have just not taken. All right, so, yeah, what is going on? Oh, wow, look at that. I'm pressing the D-pad. What's going on? Huh. It just totally breaks the screen scrolling altogether. Wait, I don't want to be, like, moving upwards. Because when I keep going up here, right, let's be in one spot, standing still. Alright, I'm definitely not touching any UFOs here. See, why does he jump upwards like that? You know what, that might be the most clarity that we have here. Going up there with debug just breaks the screen scrolling and makes Sonic jump upwards. Oh, that's so annoying. Why is he doing that, though? That end music could be so annoying if you're frustrated. Alright, I did not jump. Like, I don't want... Wait. Why? Oh my god. He's jumping without me jumping. Okay, I guess that's probably why he keeps jumping up when I put him up there. Alright, if I do it like that, he won't keep moving up, hopefully. Let's see. Like, I think he should fall downwards now. Yes. Okay. Huh. So, yeah, I don't think... This is so weird. Pressing B to turn into an object makes him jump a little bit, which is absolutely not how it works in the final version of the game. Actually, it's not just jumping. He's jumping without curling in a ball, which he actually doesn't do at all in the final version. So now he's falling down at least. Let's see. Okay, that should prove it. The UFOs are not hitting him. They're not enemy sprites that damage him. Because he's falling through it right there without getting killed by it. Okay, so what was actually killing him was the screen scrolling breaking, not the actual UFOs. I showed it pretty clearly just one time there. Let's see. Just let him fall when he turns into a ring. So he's going to fall down again. Yeah, it's just destroying the screen scrolling. How did I actually show it a second ago without destroying the scrolling like that? Maybe it was like this. Well, I did show it once. Oh my god. I showed it once. It's not the UFOs being enemy sprites that are killing Sonic. It's not that. It's the screen scrolling breaking and this ridiculous non-spinning jump that it's making me do. All right, see, he's falling by the UFOs without getting killed, so it proves that it's just the screen scrolling, although it's really hard to show it. It is being shown a little bit. So now we know what happens if you could reach the UFOs.